Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey.
that's my jam
That's
dial.
my jam. That's my jam.
That's the one I like. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hey, everyone. What's going on? Happy New Year.
hola.
Happy making it through January.
Yes, yes.
One day at a time, right? So hopefully all of you all have had a wonderful start to the year. Some's a little slower than others, but we are all taking it a day at a time. So we're glad you joined us again.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I guess we will, for those people that have not maybe been with us before, we want to introduce ourselves again. I am Amber, the eldest sister of the trio.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think, maybe I'll just say some fun interest of mine is that I love to make beats. So that's something I like to do in my free time. It's kind of a stress reliever. And I just love music. So that's my.
Hey, y'all. I'm Autumn D. And I didn't know Amber was making beats like that for real. I really didn't. When she told me, she sent me a beat one day, and I was like, "Oh, who did this?" She's like, "I did." What? How you come you didn't never tell us that you had this hidden talent all this time in here making beats, like hardcore beats,
Listen.
and they go hard. That's what's up. I love a hidden talent here and there.
Yeah,
It's
ones and
beautiful.
twos.
Hmm But that beat that
The
you guys
beat
just listened to, I
maker.
really love. It's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
So I am. I guess one of my hidden. It's not really a hidden talent,
Just
but
something you do.
something that I really like a lot is research. I'm such a researcher. I just want like knowledge, like anything that I hear about that is interesting to me. I do such a deep dive, and I'll be like days on end.
Child, yes.
It's just I can't stop. Okay, I can't.
Me and
It's my
Amber be
thing.
like, oh Lord, what Autumn gonna say?
I can't help it. I don't know if it's just, I mean, it's been like that since I was a young person in school. I don't want to go on a tangent, but when I was young, like in school, I would get in trouble for that kind of stuff. Like, you're delving too far. You're going all the way over here. Keep it in line. Stay focused. And
Right.
once I find out, I need to know everything about it. Like, how did this come about? Who started it? Who originated it? So I'm a researcher.
It's a deep dive.
Yeah,
Deep dive
that's a
for you.
little fun fact about Autumn D. I'm gonna pass it to baby sis. Come on, Mimi, what you got?
That's me. What up, y'all? We in the house. Ow. Yes, Amber is the beat
Ow,
maker.
ow,
She's a
ow.
hit maker. And that's a hidden talent. She's killing the game, okay? We gonna do that.
Hmm
We love music. All of us are
Yeah, we
hmm
do.
like,
Yeah.
I think a part of our love language is music. I just believe
100%.
that, like
hmm
100%.
For sure.
But that's
Yeah.
all of us. I mean, we got honest. Carol was, she didn't always show everybody. I mean, you could hear it through her singing, but she loved music as well. But
Hmm.
Absolutely.
and Autumn with the research, me and Amber be like, Lord, we don't even know what Autumn looked up.
We
We
can't
don't know
we
what
can't
she
reel
did.
it back in.
I can't
At
help
this
it.
point, at this point, we're gonna be eating grass. Okay,
Yes.
Ah,
Don't look up no more food.
okay.
Okay.
I want to look up
don't
Forget
look up
that.
anything.
nothing else. No, no more food. Uh,
Ah,
But one of my interests is party planning and parties and stuff. Not as much anymore. Haven't really been able to dive into that so much because of everything in life happening. But it is one of my interests. I really enjoy it and I love it. And I also love cooking. I'm not a baker. I hate baking. Like I do not even like to bake. I can, but I do not like it. I don't like to, don't tell me what to do. Measurement here, I don't like that. But I will cook.
oh,
I will cook. But we're excited to be with you guys today. And I was telling somebody, I had seen something that said, listen, January, no, what is it? February gonna be my New Year's because January was acting like 2025. So
listen.
I'm with
Okay.
that. I'm with that. So
Yeah.
happy New Year,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hmm
Okay.
We're
Amen.
about to get into this writing today, and I'm gonna pass it back to one of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna throw it to Autumn actually because this is a writing from my our dear mom. For those of you that have are just with us for the first time, Basically, our podcast is centered around our mother's writings. She passed some years back and was a magnificent writer and left so many different writings and poems and quotes and readings. And so, our vision and purpose right now as sisters is to bring those writings to life and to you out there. So, thank you for joining us. But
Yes.
and I hope you enjoy your time with us. And now I'm going to pass it over to Autumn, which is going to do the writing for the day.
Yes.
I mean, the reading for the day. My phone.
Yes. The reading. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. We know. So this today is entitled "Just a Thought." She had a lot of little excerpts that weren't really long. She had different types of writings,
Mhm.
but this one isn't too long, and it's literally just a thought. What she in passing thinking, and she writes down everything.
Yeah.
There's writing everywhere. So yeah, she has a lot, and she wrote this. This is November 8th of 2000. If everyone tried to warm their world, would it work? Suppose every individual household opened each door and window, turned up the furnace, and just waited a while. Perhaps we could alter momentarily our close surrounding area, but it would nearly be impossible to do much more. Why? Because heat rises and it wouldn't even reach those who needed it most. The way to warm and reach others is to work where you are when you're there. It is pointless. It is a pointless endeavor to fret over what you cannot do. Simply put, do what you can. There is nothing to regret when you do what you can. Many of us do nothing because we feel our little contribution is insignificant. Wrong. When people are less interested in who is assigned the credit than they are about getting a job done, then so much more will be realized as progress. Strive to do well with those things for which you seem most suited. Endeavor to reach just a bit past your known abilities every single time you put forth effort. It will be an astonishment to yourself and others just how far you reach when you always put forth your best effort. Carol B.
Mhm.
That's a real Carol thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's going first?
Go ahead.
Go, Mimi.
Oh, okay. I'll go first.
I was just
So
gonna say, okay, go ahead.
yeah, for me, in reading that, like it, me hearing myself read that, it just reminds me of our childhood. Like these are the little quotes and things that she would say. She always had some sort of, I don't know, just a message, an analogy,
Yeah.
something that she was able to tie in that made sense for us that we can learn from. And it was mostly she was such a character building person, and always her, like for me what resonated so much is about who you are,
Hmm.
being having integrity. And I talk to my kids about this so much, and like teaching my 7-year old what integrity is, that you do the right thing even when no one's watching.
Yeah.
And like that has been instilled in us of being that type of person, because she just, I mean, that was the constant through line. It doesn't even matter if anybody's watching, if you get the credit, if you don't get the credit, do it because it's right. Your voice, your actions matter. I just, and that's what really resonated. And that's stuff that I just would hear her ringing in my ear when I'm in a position where I can do not do the right thing. I hear her talking,
Hmm.
and I just do the right thing. So just do it. That's what I got. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was just gonna say that is so true. Because even though you try to do a lot with what you can, you actually can reach more if you work in your own area. Do what you can where you're at, and you can change any place. Like when you what am I trying to say? When you are like walking in a room, right? She used to say, don't be the thermostat, don't be the thermometer, be the thermostat, because you're
Mhm.
gonna set the tone in that room. You're gonna set what's gonna happen in there. You don't, you can be a atmosphere changer is what I was
Yes.
looking for. But but
Mhm.
that's doing what you can, because you're going in
Mhm.
your small space. And guess what? Somebody's looking on like, hey, look how she comes in here every day, this is going on, but she always has a smile on her face, or she always
Yeah.
is greeting everybody and with a nice, even in spite of someone being rude, in spite of someone, you know, or despite somebody not, getting along with you or whatever the case may be. But yeah, she always encouraged us be the thermostat, not the
Mm-hmm.
thermometer, because the thermometer is
Yeah.
just going to tell you what the temperature is,
Right.
but the thermostat is
Right.
what sets it. So we want to set the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
tone around here, and I try to teach my children that same thing. We're talking about integrity, these things that are that stay with you, which is why
Yes.
we are who we are, and
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't always do the right thing, but
Mm-hmm.
these things ring back to you when you finally when it
Yeah.
clicks, and so that
Mm-hmm.
laying that foundation, do what you can, do what you can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the one little blurb she says where it is a pointless endeavor to fret over what you cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
Simply put, do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times we, in our own mind, we get in the way of our own self, thinking that our contribution is not going to be what large or grand enough or whatever in whatever environment. But it's the small things that still contribute to the end result,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think that's something that we really need to focus on, because there's nothing too small.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know in my job, in my career, when they come into my showroom, I always feel like you're in my territory now. So you're in my environment. So it's up to me, because now you're in my environment,
Mm-hmm.
to give you the best experience possible.
Right.
And that's my me setting, being the thermostat.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you came in here having a bad day, or you argued with your children, you scream at your children all morning, whatever, and you just got an attitude, when you come into my space, I want you to have a different experience. So whether that you're going to end up leaving that outside, because now I'm bringing you into something warm, it's friendly. You're finding out about new things. I want to know a little bit about you and what you're looking for and things of that nature. And I feel like that's applicable to every environment that we're in, whether it's your place of business, whether it's in the grocery store, whether it's in a church environment. You can always There's always something where, even if there's calamity, you can be the peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I live by. I don't do drama and a bunch of craziness. So it's important to make sure that I'm the one that brings that peaceful and pleasurable experience. So
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I like this part where she's saying, also strive to do well those things which you seem most suited. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing too.
Hmm.
Kind of staying in your lane, if you will. Like, and that's the thing is, like, for me, I'm not a person that's very loud. I'm not coming in there trying to you gonna see me, but the things that I do still are impactful. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's where I thrive. I don't need the accolades. I don't need nobody to say my name, none of that. But I know what I'm doing behind the scenes is making a change and it's
Yeah.
making a difference. And do those things where you're most suited. And maybe you are the louder person, and that's fine too. Like whatever it is that is your strong suit, work right there,
Yeah.
and your impact will be felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I mean, even that just stretches into what you're speaking about um, at work. It was like, well, why do you always bring the soap and the sponges and all that, and it would seem like, oh, well, nobody does that, nobody's taking care of that, nobody does the refrigerator, they leave all their stuff, these grown people, and that type of thing. However, I'm gonna be here, and there's a certain way that I'm gonna want it to be when I come in here, so I'm gonna set the bar here.
Hmm.
And so
Hmm.
either you come up there, or because sometimes that little change can encourage somebody that
Mhm.
maybe didn't even think about, what?
Right.
They do have soap and somebody is providing it. Maybe I'll buy it this time. Or
Yes.
it started being a thing. Now you see extra sponges up there, extra soaps up there, and people actually taking their stuff out. Because listen, nobody's cleaning out no stuff that's walking out of the refrigerator, okay? When it
Yeah.
starts walking out, we got a problem, and it's growing feet in there.
Right.
But just those small things, like you said, do what you can do in your space, what you're suited for. And
Hmm.
it's just little small things that can make a difference. And that's
Hmm.
the biggest thing.
Yes. Hmm.
I think our mom was really a person that just always she always lived by example.
Hmm.
So these things that we read and so on and so forth of her thoughts, like she lived that. Like, I mean,
Demonstrated it
yeah,
every
she
day.
demonstrated it every day. I remember when she went to the beauty college and stuff like that. And that kind of was a hard time for her trying to manage like being a wife, being a mom. And then Mimi was, how old you about two? Were you about two?
2 or 3.
Yeah, she was real young. And so just trying to manage and juggle all of that. But I remember she used to have us, me and all would be in there every single weekend making nachos and cleaning up and helping out and all these different things. So it was just like she just was a person that was going to always change the space.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe all of us have those same qualities and the way we deal with our children, the way we deal just in life. We're thermostats.
Yeah.
We are temperature changers,
Yeah.
if you will, while my heat is coming on. But we change the temperature because that we want to be able to be around people that are like-minded or that bring the right spirit into the situation, bring the right type of attitude into our lives. And so, if you have a positive attitude, then bring that into wherever you are. It doesn't have to be negative because that person is a negative person and I don't know. You be the one to change that. And I think that's extremely important. A lot of times we minimize our abilities to change atmospheres.
Absolutely, I agree. This was a good one. This is one that you could this just a thought will make you think. Like, when I walk in a room, am I impactful? It'll make you just start thinking about like, and can I really make a difference with what you say, with how you move? Like with Mimi, you come in here and you straighten up stuff. Like if I go in a restroom, I think I said this in one of the other episodes, and there's paper and water all over the sink, I just wipe it down. Like, how hard is that? I got the paper towel in my hand. Wipe the sink off. For one, I don't want water all over my shirt, and I would hope the person next behind me doesn't either. But just something simple as that makes such a it's impactful. Just do it,
And then the other part she says here, what does she say? It will be an astonishment to yourself and others just how far you reach when you always put forth your best effort.
Yes, your best effort. Yeah.
People see that. They notice that. And that's the other thing. You do not know who is watching you.
That's right.
You don't know who's watching your life, how you move, where you park your car, what you dress like, how you talk to people. All of that is impactful. And now with social media, child, you've been gone viral for going off on somebody in Walmart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're not that person because that is not what you're trying to put forth as a good person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to like kind of pull back and make sure you're bringing the right effort to the forefront, if you will.
And I always remember mom talking about like just doing things in the spirit of excellence.
Yeah.
I remember when I told her, and I said this prior to in one of the other episodes of when I told her that I wanted to be a barber, and she instantly, like, mind you, I'm a kid, and she started going in on about like your character and how you're going to be disciplined in it, and you're going to be the best, and you're not going to just this isn't going to be a what she say, this isn't going to be a what's it when you like kind of a hustle,
Little
side thing. Like, if you're you're gonna go to school, you're gonna learn, and you never stop learning. Like, she's telling me all this stuff, and I just told her 2 seconds ago I want to be a barber.
Yeah.
She's like, if you do it, you're gonna be excellent. I don't care what you want to be. If you want to be a window washer, you need to get them that perfect. I need you to do it the best. It better be shining and gleaming, making people run into it because it's so perfect.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, do the best you can.
Yeah.
Try your hardest to be the best. Each and every day you get up and you show up and you give 100%. That's what I've always gotten from her, and I apply it to my life daily. And it affects people because they're watching and they watch your consistency and watch, like, even when it seems like you always hitting 100. I try to do my best because I know what my best looks like, so I'm gonna try to give that every single time. Yeah,
you're your own walking business card.
Yeah.
So either you can be a business that I'm gonna throw that card in the trash,
Even on the hardest days.
On the hardest days,
Right.
Yes.
So
yeah. Because that speaks to someone who is watching that says, hey, I see that you've been going through a lot, but you still getting up. You still show up. You still smiling. You still putting one foot in front of the other. You're still making sure that you this didn't crumble you. I can make it too. Then they can
Yes.
do what they can do in their space,
Hmm. Yes.
and that's really that's the key to it all. And we
It
are
is.
thermostats, right? We're gonna be thermostats,
Yes.
That's right.
not the
Yes.
thermometer.
Yes.
In every room, in every space, in every situation, and we're walking in integrity every day because it doesn't
Hmm.
have to be anybody around. But those same things can affect so much, and then you never know. That can be the, if you will, pay it forward, right? Because then
Hmm.
somebody sees how you are, and they're like, I'm gonna be like that too. I need to make sure
Hmm.
that I handle that, or I need to do this, or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. So
Hmm.
we encourage everyone watching the podcast. We pray that you've enjoyed it and that you've gotten something from it that can help you be the thermostat in every room that you're in. But
Yes.
Yes.
if you like this, please send it to somebody, share it with your loved ones or someone you know, and like, comment, subscribe, hit us up. We are out here just, we're working through, okay? It is a work in progress, but we thank you for being here with us every episode, um, enjoying what we are saying from our mom's writings. And it's always going to be her words,
Our
Our voice.
voice,
A
a sister's
sister's
a
heart
heart and
and
sister's heart and
soul.
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 Bye, y'all.
Eee.
Bye.